Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy, Tricranius Beast Power. Thank you for watching this video, or any of my other videos that you may have run across. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you so very much for watching. Leave a comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, and don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified when my future content becomes available. And with all that said, let's get into it! And as we always do, first thing here on Digital Caveman Presents is take a look at the packaging. And it's pretty standard Generation Selects packaging. Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy. War for Cybertron Trilogy. It does have the jungle theme on the outside. There's a little monkey crawling in a tree. Maximal symbol, some bushes, trees, warnings on this side, made in Vietnam, the S thing, recycled stuff. On the back, more label, don't stick things in your pie hole that don't belong there. Authentic, a barcode, some small print, fine print, legalese print, made in Vietnam print, symbols I'm not gonna learn. Tricranius Beast Power Deluxe Class WFC K39, and it includes 19 accessories and instructions. So I guess the figure is actually an accessory. And on the inside of the packaging, which we don't normally do things this way, but this select packaging is a little bit different than some of the others. More along the lines of the Amazon exclusive stuff like Botropolis. But Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy. And then it has some nice artwork of Tricranius. I don't know why I keep wanting to call him Tricranius, but Tricranicus is what I'll keep wanting to call him. He's Tricranius. Tricranius. If I say it enough times, maybe I'll learn it. Probably not. But there's some lovely artwork of Tricranius. And a volcano and some explosions and stuff like that. And of course, I did take him out of the package to take a quick look at him. And there he is, and we'll get more in depth with that. And of course, here is the Blast Effects box and the little clip thingies falling everywhere. But that does it for the actual box, and it has instructions and a box of doodads and Tricranius inside the box. All right, my friends, that does it for the packaging. And now let's take a look at what was in the packaging that we didn't already take a close look at, which is really nothing. But anyway, Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy, Tricranius, retain instructions for future reference. Alrighty then. And pretty much what we've come to expect from the Kingdom instructions. Nicely detailed. I do like the colors that they're using on these. Nice, bright, easy to spot. Shows you how to turn it into a weapon mode, which for those of you who have been following my reviews of the fossilizers, you know I'm not gonna get into all that. I'm just gonna cover robot and fossil mode and call it a day. So, but there's instructions. Now, these are packaged a little differently than what you might expect. I was a little surprised when I opened the box and found a wad of tissue paper. And I'm assuming it doesn't have a bag because of Hasbro's commitment to cutting down on plastics. So one sheet of paper, and you turn that over, and another sheet of paper, and here's all these lovely, lovely blast effects. And I can't say I'm overly thrilled about the colors on these, but, you know, it are what it be, and it is what it is. So, this one actually came in 2 pieces. I had to put it together. The stem and the, well, there it goes. I'll show you. 2 pieces. And you just kind of mash that till it gets up in there. And that sounds a little weird. But anyway, there it is. This one also comes in 2 pieces and just fit it as such. So and you know, you can put them together however you like. But you get several of these. This one was bent in the paper inside the box, so I don't know. I may can take a little bit of heat to fix that probably, and that will probably straighten it right up. But you know, blast effects, it's blast effects. You get one of these ones that came with one of the Shieldron or one of those dudes, Slitherfang. I'll say one, you get 2 of those. Explosion effects. And you get enough effects to make 2 of these. Which these, you know, I guess you could use these with the arc. Here's the ones that came with the arc. So same shapes, just different colors. And then of course you got these, and you know, I think these are the originals we got with those, which are Omega Supremes blast effects. So there's that, and you got a couple of more of these, and I left over one of these, which you can, you know, do these blast effects however you do blast effects. And that really covers the accessories. And of course, here is Tricranius. And we'll take a more in-depth look at him coming right up. And here is Tricranius. I'm still trying to get used to saying that. In his beast mode or bone mode or beast bone. I don't know if I should quite phrase it like that. But here he is. He looks nice. He's almost exactly the same. The body type and the forward part of his head, well, including this, is the same as Rectonite, but not this part. This part is different. his crest, I guess you could call it. And of course the colors, which are, I don't know. He took a bath and just came out of some lava. He took a bath in the lava and just came out, I guess. But the mouth opens and closes. And he does have a little peg in there. However, blast effects won't fit that peg. And the head will go up and down. And you can turn it. And these legs will turn. And they do have some at the knee and here at the, I guess the shoulder. It rotates, but it also comes off, so you have to be careful of that. And it goes forward and backward. On the back legs here. Woo! Psst. Anyway. We'll rotate all the way around. You know, forward and back. He does have extreme knee there. And extreme ankle tilt. Woo, woo, woo. So, that's pretty cool. Again, nothing new. If you have Ractonite, you already seen all this. Or if you've seen my Ractonite review, you know, he has articulation here at the tail. And it can go down like that and right here. And then at this joint, you know, he's just all kind of crazy. Now the colors, I mean, it looks like the head is molded in this semi-translucent red. And then these, I'm saying it's yellow. I'm saying this is red. I'm colorblind, so, you know, don't judge. It could be orange and green, but I think it's red and yellow. And that's what I'm going to say it is. If you disagree, you know where the comments are. This looks like moldy. It looks moldy. Molded in black, and then these paint apps added in between the ribs. And what's one of my videos without me bumping the camera? Sorry. It's just one of those things that happens. Then some black and yellow up under here and the red. And then there's his face hiding. But I think that, folks, is a look at his bone mode. And moving right along, we'll do comparisons. And now let's do some beast mode comparisons, or alt mode comparisons, or if I had my way, this would be the only mode comparison, but it's not. So here we have core class vertebrake. And core class Dracodon. And the rest of these are all going to be deluxe class, if I forget to say it. And here is deluxe class Wing Finger. Who may or may not stand up for this review. There we go. Deluxe class Transmutate. if she will stand up. Deluxe class Paleotrex. Deluxe class Skelevor. And of course, last but not least, Deluxe class Arctonite. And what you can see, the biggest difference besides the colors on these guys is this head crest. And even though these horns and these horns are the same pieces, this crest is not, as you can see, there's big holes in Rectonites, but not in Tricranius. Tricranius. And these, you know, this is a great mold. And Ractonite was my favorite until Skelevor came out. And just with the colors and the translucent parts on Skelevor, he is my favorite fossilizer. And although I do like the colors on Tricranius, I do believe I still prefer Ractonite better. He actually looks like an actual fossil to me. Like they dug him up and cleaned him up a little bit, and now he's sitting in a museum somewhere. But, my friends, that does it for Beast Mode comparisons. And now, before we begin the comedy portion of our show, I did forget 2 alt mode comparisons. With me, as always, is Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee. And of course, the Amazon exclusive alternate universe or dead Optimus Prime. All right, and now on to the comedy portion of our show. And one other thing I wanted to say about Tricranius is, you know, you can pull his horns off there and replace them with blast effects. So there is that, and I'm sure Ractonite, you can do the same thing. Even this front one can come out. However, as you can see, the plug is wrong for blast effects. So, but there is that. And as soon as I replace these horns, we will move on to the comedy portion of our show, where I attempt to transform this Transformer. Alright, that looks right. Now the first thing you want to do with Tricranius is start pulling him apart. His head, these front legs, the end of his tail, that piece separates, and that piece pops out. So, and this becomes one of his arms. So we'll fold the tail piece in like this, and that little peg's going to come out, and this is going to be at the bottom. And there's not much you have to do with the legs here, just straighten them up. Now that piece is ready. Now for the head, it becomes the other arm. And what you want to do is this little peg inside his mouth here. If you can. And I can't. But anyway, it comes out the bottom of his jaw. We'll get the handy dandy tweezers involved in this, and we'll get it right on out there. There we go. Alright, and then this piece just stays straight out like that. Alright, that's ready. These are pretty much ready. You just have to take his front legs and this peg here, just fold it out. And again, just fold out that peg. And here for this part becomes the torso. What you have to do is pop that open so you can see his eyes. Look at that. That's pretty cool. And then you take the leg portion and you put it on the torso portion. And then we'll set that back here for a minute. And we'll take this part, and the front leg goes on the back of the head. And then pegs in right here. And let's raise that up just a little bit. And on this side, this front leg pegs in right here on that peg, and there's a hole. And then this peg goes right in this hole. And that is a little bit of a tight fit. And then the end of his tail becomes his weapon, a sword or flail or stabby thing. Stab. And my friends, there he is, all transformed. Awesome. And now let's take a look at Tricranius's robot mode. And as you can see, the coloring, you know, we basically covered all of this during his alt mode or bone mode. The one thing that we really couldn't see is the face. It's mostly black with this red or orange on the outside and the yellow eyes. And he does have a faction symbol, and there it is. He is a Maximal. As far as articulation goes, head will do a full 360, arms will do a full 360. You know, at the shoulder, this arm comes up that far. It'll go down a little bit. And this one actually has no real up on it unless you force it a little bit, and then you get a little bit out of it. But he does have rotation here just above his double jointed elbow for 360 degrees. He does have a joint right here, so that kind of makes up for this joint not swinging out so far. He does have a double jointed elbow, and it will go up all the way. And it will go back that far. On this side, the crest there gets in the way, so you only get about that much. And again, about the same back. He does have a waist swivel for a full 360 degrees there. And he does have that same rotation here. Nothing at the wrist unless you want to count this peg, which I don't really count that. But that's just me. If you want to count it, go ahead and count it. He can kick up that far and back that far, about 90 degrees, because of this peg kind of gets in the way with the ribs. If you get the arms up out of the way, you know, he does the super splits there. And there is upper thigh rotation, a 360 degree one. And knee joint gives you just about 90 degrees. And then he has this super ankle tilt from side to side. Of course, nothing forward or back. And that, my friends, covers robot mode. And now, my friends, it is time for robot mode comparisons. And lest I forget again, let's start out with Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee. And then we have Core class Vertebrake. Core class Dracodon. Deluxe class Wingfinger. Deluxe class Paleotrex. Deluxe class Transmutate. God, that thing is ugly. Deluxe class Skelevore. And leader class Netflix Optimus Prime. And that, my friends, covers robot mode comparisons. And now for final thoughts on Tricranius Beast Power Pack. I do like this mold. I do like Ractonite. He's my second favorite of the fossilizers. Skelevor, with his colors and his translucent plastic, is currently my favorite out of the fossilizers. My least favorite being Transmutate, because that thing is just ugly. But I think this is a decent entry for the fossilizers. The colors do stand out. He does look like he just came out of a lava bath. Blast effects, more blast effects is always cool. Even though, yeah, I'm not super thrilled over the colors of these, but I guess it is what it is. And do be prepared. You will probably have some that are bent like this simply because of the way that they at Hasbro are packaging them. But I do believe that this guy is a worthy addition to the fossilizers, and if you dig the fossilizers, then you will like this guy. If you like Ractonite, you're going to like this guy. I like this guy. I do like the fact that we are getting another one for the Maximals, and that kind of, I think that evens out the numbers, because you've got Paleotrex, Ractonite, and Skelevor and Vertebrake for the fossilizers on the Predacon side. And then for Maximals, yeah, we're still not even. We got Wingfinger, Tricranius, and Dracodon. And I don't know, does Transmutate count as a Maximal, or is it just a non-aligned? I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a background for these guys. Maybe I'll present that in a video when I get it all worked out. But you never know. I might not. I might post it on my Instagram. We'll see. Depends on what I come up with and how well I like it. So, Blast Effect Party. Pew pew. That does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it. And I hope you enjoy some of my other videos if you run across them. If you don't run across them, go look them up. I would really appreciate that. Each and every view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I get, and I do try to respond to each and every single comment that I get. Not that I'm getting many at the moment, but if you care to drop a line in there, I will respond to it. So leave a comment, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, and don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. And don't forget, subscribe, and subscribe. Well, that's a wrap, folks. I'll see ya next time.